I'm sure Dr. Weber will appreciate your call very much, and we're glad the clinic is
Everything's fine? Just
Okay,
fine?
the congestion's totally
No,
cleared
it's
up, right?
totally clear.
Okay, so then all you have to do is watch your diet and keep up with the exercise and you're home free.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Should remind you of somebody?
Laura, you mean?
Yes.
This is going to be such a marvelous experience for the nurses. I'm going to set up an added schedule because so many are going to want to volunteer.
Oh, Rick, we just got a call from a patient who came in last week. He feels terrific and wants to thank you.
Oh, great.
Claudia, you are just the one I want to see. I want you to help me with a list. I want to make.
You mentioned Laura, and I get it's making me crazy. Bert Ramsey is the head of the homicide department. Why would the commissioner of police tell him to stay away from the O'Reilly case? Somebody knows something.
Well, we seem to be getting nowhere, don't we?
But I had an idea. I thought that I would just call the commissioner of police myself and tell him that I have to talk to him and he has to see me. Right?
Well, it's a good idea. It's worth a try. Let's do it.
I've got to explain.
Well, you know, these treatments are you're right, and the cost is very minimal.
I've always paid my way.
Well, and you will now, according to your means. But we just want to see you next week, all right?
He wouldn't talk to me. The commissioner of police refused to talk to me. Guess I got you in a private room, huh? Well, my dear, your pulse is normal. And so is your temperature. Wasn't for that leg, you'd be in ship shape.
Well, strangely enough, it's that leg that's kind of helping save my life right now.
What do you mean?
Well, if I wasn't here in therapy, believe me, I'd be on my way to the pen right now.
It's really that bad there in the prison, isn't it?
Well, it's never a piece of cake for anybody, but I think for Toby and me in particular, it's a very unfriendly hotel. It's like the show's not just bad, it's downright dangerous, if you can dig that. As a matter of fact, the coffee's lousy.
Yeah. Well, I hope whoever tried to poison you two, they catch. That was just a terrible thing to happen.
Well, I don't think they've caught him yet, and I don't think they ever will.
Well, when you go back, I'm sure they're going to have extra security for you guys, won't they? I'm sure they will.
Nothing's for sure, darling.
If Heather Weber is guilty, she's going to prison, and I am going to put her
Do
there.
whatever you want to do, only no lineup. I will not help you with the lineup.
Wait a minute, Joe. Why are you dragging your feet? I thought we had an
I
agreement.
thought we did too, but we just seem to be intimidating this girl.
Hold
and
it.
the
Let's not
case-
use that term on me. Intimidation is not my method, and you know it. I'm going after this case step by step, and right now I have a good witness in Woods. If he can give me positive identification of Heather, it's the best break I've had. Joe, I am going to put Heather behind bars because that's where I think she belongs. Send in Officer Woods, please. Attorney and associate of mine, Joe, this is Patrolman Woods.
How do you do? Glad to meet you.
Now, would you mind telling Mr. Kelly exactly what you told me about the woman you think you recognized?
You mean the one outside the scene of the Diana Taylor murder?
Yeah, what did this woman look like?
Tall, blonde hair and blue eyes. Pretty.
Well, that approximately describes 100 women around here.
Well, she was wearing a nurse's uniform. Her hair pulled up and back.
Have you seen her since?
I saw her in the lineup the other day. I was passing through on my way to motor vehicle identification.
And you're sure it's the same girl?
Oh, yeah. She's a pretty girl. I remember her all right.
That'll do it. Thank you, Woods. Would you call me when you're off duty, and I'll arrange for us to get together?
All right, sir. It was nice to meet you, Mr. Kelly.
Well, Joe, that's how close he was. Right up to her car window when she was having trouble starting the car. And there's no question about the time he saw it was around the time of the murder.
Yeah, we've been all through this before, Bert. I mean, we did it with the other officer. What was his name, Martin? We took him to the disco. He went to the thing to try to set up Heather. All that trouble. And what happens? Heather caught wind of it, and she ended up in a flat.
Look, Woods is young, but he's a sophisticated young man. That's not going to happen again.
Heather Weber is as smart as a whip.
I think you're giving her too much credit.
I just want to be sure about this thing. Now, where could she have gotten a car?
Same place you got the nurse's uniform?
sanitarium.
Look, let's not worry about the car until we get positive identification, which should be at Kelly's.
You gonna take Woods over to Kelly's?
No, I'm going to be there talking to you. Woods is going to come in off the street like any other customer, order a cup of coffee, take a good look at Heather, wait till he gets a good chance to hear her voice, finish his coffee, and then leave.
Oh, it sounds simple enough.
If Heather isn't clairvoyant.
When is this gonna happen?
Today, when Woods is off duty, I'll call you.
How can a police commissioner refuse to talk the mother of a missing person? I mean, we're taxpayers, if nothing else.
Well, maybe he feels he has something to say.
No.
Or his hands are tied and he
No.
can't say it.
No, they're just plain keeping something from us, and that's not fair.
All right, Lesley, let's think about it logically.
Okay, fine.
When was the last time Laura was seen with anyone?
Well, it might very well have been right here when they brought O'Reilly in.
She was with Luke then, and
Yeah.
she is with Luke now. And
Right.
I think we've got to find someone else that she spent some time with.
Well, I still think that Slick is going to be our best bet if we can...
Yes, and I was...
You were going to call him
Yeah,
this
he's probably
morning at
having
Rose's.
breakfast right there, right
Just
this
ask
second.
Rose
I
if
will.
he's there. Don't ask for him. You two, you three, my goodness, are just marvelous. You've just been such a grand help today.
Oh. Did you see that little old man that I just took care of?
Sure.
Do you know that he hasn't had a checkup in years? He told me that he's on a tiny little pension and he just gets by, and yet
Oh,
he
bless
wanted
his
to
heart.
pay his own one.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I just can't wait for the nurses to get this experience. I mean, why didn't someone think of this years ago?
Oh, I think because it took a special kind of a person anyway. Dr. Rick Weber.
Oh, well, you ain't going to get no argument from me.
Are in luck. He's having
He's
breakfast there this very
He's going
second.
to stay there?
Yes, he's going to tie her down.
Fantastic.
Could you all hold things down here for a while? We have something to check on. Very important.
Sure, no problem. I mean, I'll wait till Cunningham arrives. I'd have to meet Lee later.
And this is my free time.
And
Great.
Brian will be by later himself.
And we're covered.
Great. So you watch the store, okay?
Everybody, good luck.
Yes,
We wouldn't leave. Sure.
Now we're all clear, Joe.
This isn't a blind alley, Bert.
Woods is going to give us the break we need.
All right. Well, we can hope so. Do you want me to meet you at Kelly's at 3?
Yeah, good.
All right. Is Woods going to be in plain clothes?
I would no more send Woods over to Kelly's in uniform than I'd send you a card on Valentine's Day.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't love me anymore, Bert.
I know it's hard to take, but you will get over it.
Hope I can get over this.
Look, these are tough times for everybody, Joe. What with those 2 murders down at the dock, and now Rick and Lesley are on my back because Laura's missing.
Look, I'm headed over to the hospital. I'm going to talk to Hutch, and Toby's on his way back to prison today.
Yeah, I know that. That's really a tough one. But I still think this is going to be a good day because we're really moving in on Heather. I feel it in my bones.
All things considered, pretty good.
Good. Any complaints?
No, I haven't got a care in the world.
Okay, I just wanted to tell you we're going to start therapy on your leg today. I want to get that knee articulating.
Yeah.
Any problems like chest pains, dizziness?
No, thank you. I feel very good.
Good. Glad to have a satisfied customer. Hi, Joe. Oh, how you doing? Just telling Hutch here that we're going to start the therapy on his leg today.
Great.
Yeah. Listen, I was wondering if maybe you could arrange a therapy session or two for my pal, Toby. You know, keep him around for a couple extra days.
I think Toby's doing real well. I saw him walking around in the solarium. I believe he's checking out today, in fact.
But if you call going back to prison checking out, then the man is checking out, yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. Actually, he was here quite a bit longer than necessary. He, considering he had arsenic poisoning, made a fantastic recovery. The man must really be in shape.
Well, listen, I don't want to come down on you for this in particular, but if he moves out of here today like it's all over for him, the mob's going to ice him real fast. And I was just thinking, because this hospital I know is in the business of saving lives, maybe you could do something, influence somebody to try to keep him around a little bit longer.
Telling it like it is.
I don't want to seem unsympathetic. I'm a doctor. I prescribe for illnesses. I leave the social problems to the people that are trained for it, you know?
Well, still, if there's anything you can say to somebody,
I'll come back for you later, okay?
You going to a fire, Slick?
I just thought you needed the booth, you know?
Yeah, well, Lesley and Rick Weber are on their way over here. They want to talk to you. I've got
No.
to keep you here.
I know. They always want to talk to me. Since Laura's missing, I've become very popular.
I think that's what they want to talk to you about.
About Laura, of course, of course. I don't blame him. The thing is, I have no idea where she is.
You don't? You really don't know where she is?
Excuse me. I don't even know where Luke is, man. He's in and out.
But they are a twosome, I'll tell you that. They are a twosome.
Well, good morning, Slick.
Hey, what do you say, Heather? How's the weather? This is just a little one.
Isn't it about
All
time
right.
you took Mike for his therapy for his leg?
Yeah, he should be here any second now.
Well, I'll take over for you.
Great, because I'm going to go get my bag and wash up.
Okay.
Well, Jess, I'm just about due to help out in therapy.
That's all right, Ann. It's quiet now, and I'm expecting a relief.
So Toby, Hutch's roommate, is going to be released today, I hear.
Yes, he is. You know, this morning I took him up to the solarium for his final exercise, and he was just standing there in the sunlight looking at the plants. And he said he wanted to remember all that because it might be the last time he would see a green growing thing.
What a sweet expression.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hi. Having a good day?
Well, I thought I was till I spoke to patient Hutch.
Why, what happened?
Seems he's disturbed about his friend. Thinks he may get killed if he gets back to prison.
Unfortunately, he may be right.
I knew I said the wrong thing. The situation's a little more intense than I thought.
Well, you see, we're aware of it because Hutch was here last fall.
Yeah, and he's good friends with Luke Spencer and Laura Baldwin.
Right. Bobby told me about Luke and Laura at summer with Hutch. I guess I didn't quite believe her.
You can believe anything she said. They were in tremendous danger. I'm afraid Hutch still is.
I'm glad to talk to you about this because I'm going to see him in the therapy room in a little while. I will try and be a little more sensitive.
I will see you up there.
Yeah, listen, if you see my foot getting anywhere near my mouth, let me know, okay?
Okay. Hello, Rick, Lesley.
Heather, how are you?
Heather, how are you?
Fine.
Good.
Can I get you anything?
Tea, yeah.
I'll make that too. We'll have it on the table over there, right?
Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
Doctor,
Hi
how are
there.
you?
How are you?
Good to see you. I understand you want to have a little chat with me, am I right?
That's all right with you. We would love that.
Would you
yes.
join us at a table?
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay, you got me now, so you can attack.
Let's forget the other day. We
Why would
want
we
to talk to you.
attack?
We'd like to do it now.
Few
all right?
questions, that's all.
Yeah, a few. Okay, sure. I'll be glad to. Anything to help out. Hey, I like to help out.
Hello, Mike.
Hi. Is Rose around?
Yeah, she's upstairs getting ready, but I'm sure she'll be right down.
Okay. Doc Rick!
Hey, Guy, how you doing?
I'm okay. I was going over to the hospital to start exercising my leg.
Well, that's great. Pretty soon you're going to be up and around on that before you know it.
Here you are. Should have known you'd be with Dr. Rick.
Are you going to be at the hospital, too?
Well, sorry, today I have some personal business I have to take care of. Sorry.
I'll see you later.
Okay, see you around. Hey, don't strain that. Don't do too much. Take it easy, all right?
I'll do my best.
Okay. Bye.
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Okay.
Oh, I just love him.
It's a cute kid.
Oh, yeah.
Is the leg going to be okay?
His leg is going to be fine, Slick. I'm very glad that you're
Yeah.
concerned, but let's get back to business here, okay?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, Laura, you want to talk about him, sure.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time that
What?
you saw Luke and Laura?
Now, this
The very
is
last
real important.
Oh, I know that. I can see that. Let me think. Last time I saw them together was probably in the garbage can by the penthouse.
You know what?
In the garbage can.
Garbage, not a can. The big bin, they call them Dempster dumpsters, I think.
Garbage, what,
We were hiding there.
Why?
Why? Now, let me put it this way. When somebody's chasing you, you got to have a place to hide, and those dumpsters are great places to hide if you don't breathe too deep, you know?
Well, can I get anyone anything else?
Oh, yeah. Could you get me just a cup with something wet? I'm thirsty. Anything, coffee, whatever.
Okay.
Anything more for me? Rather this one.
Anything for you, Lesley?
No, thank you. Nothing I have.
Look.
What penthouse are we talking about here?
Talking about the one right out there, the one that has the good view of the harbor. That's the
What
one.
one? You mean the... Do you mean the Harvard Towers penthouse, the one the Quartermains used to live in?
Right, that's the one.
Who's living there now?
Robert Scorpio.
Well, Scorpio's got the penthouse. Why were they hiding in the garbage?
Wait. Because Robert Scorpio was hiding out, too. Because the same people who were chasing Luke and Laura were chasing Scorpio.
Oh, we're chasing them.
Now that I don't know. I don't know who exactly. You know, I mean, I don't know. They don't tell me all those things. I don't really understand it, who's who and who's chasing them.
Okay. Let me see if I got the gist of things. All right. Luke, Laura, and Scorpio are being chased by somebody, right?
On the button.
Why were they being chased?
Good question.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. Well, I'll tell you why I think it is anyway. Because everybody was after that statue, and they all thought that Luke had the statue, right? But I know he didn't have the statue. Because I said to him, I was with him a lot. We talked about that a lot. I remember one night I said to him, I go, Luke, why don't you get the statue back? And Luke goes, you want to know why? And I go, yeah, I want to know why. And Luke goes, 'cause I don't have it. You know how he talks, I don't have it.
I'm so confused.
The statue that was taken at the auction, is that...
The thing, the
Yeah.
little funny sculpture
That's
that
what you
Luke
mean?
took from the
Now,
auction.
wait. Luke
What?
did not take it. That's the whole point. He never did take
okay.
it. He never stole it.
All right.
But everybody thought he stole it. You understand?
Right.
That's why they're all chasing him.
Right.
And that's when I had to hide him out. Because everybody was after him. So I hid him down at the Mission. You know the Mission downtown? Okay, that Mission, it's mostly, it's refuge guys that looking for winos, bums, you know what I mean? Down and outers.
Right.
So I got him some old clothes like those guys, and he fit in perfect, okay?
What about Laura? Did she fit in perfect?
Oh, no, wait a second. You're getting upset. Laura never did fit in. What happened is Laura, I had to take her down there once because she loves Luke. What could I do? She wanted to see him real bad, and he didn't want me to bring her there, but I did. Anyway, we got there. We found out some phony cops took Luke, and we didn't know where he was.
How did you know they were phony cops?
Well, they told us cops took Luke, okay?
Yeah.
So Laura gets on the phone. She calls all the precincts, and she's trying to find out if there's any record on Luke, and there are no records.
Yeah.
So I figured those guys too much lemon juice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Phony cops, okay?
Deductive reasoning.
Huh?
I don't know.
Excuse me, what happened to my liquid? I'm so dry. Heather, please, honey, could I have something?
Right away.
Whatever it is. 7 up, 6 down, I don't care. Thirsty. Okay, what else can I tell you?
If I have followed this correctly, which I would not bet my life on at this moment, Luke, dressed up like a bum, fitting in with the bums, has been taken out of the Mission by these phony cops who are not real cops because they think he has the statue, but he doesn't.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, you got it.
Okay, now, where did they take him? Did you find that out?
This is where Robert Scorpio comes in, okay? I mean, he might have come in earlier. I don't know. But he's the one that helped Luke get off the yacht.
What yacht?
Tony Castle's yacht. Tony Castle's yacht.
All right, the yacht that wasn't there. We went out to look. The one that wasn't at the harbor. You know, don't quote me on this now. Thank you, Heather. Ah, thirsty. Look, the guys that were doing the chasing were working for Castle. That I'm pretty sure of, okay? Now, also his name was Castle.
All right.
Okay. They wanted that statue and they wanted it.
Laura warned me about Tony Cassadine.
Right.
How did she know about that?
Where she works. Because where she works, the Quartermains, they want the statue too, right?
Ah.
Look, you know what they call the statue? Did you hear the name? Where do you hear this? Are you ready? The Ice Princess. I went out, I had a date with a girl like that. But this is the statue, the Ice Princess.
Luke and Laura work there.
Yeah, right.
Look, I'm telling you the facts the way I got them. You know, I think what it really is, if you really want to know, it has something to do with a formula.
Formula?
What formula?
Don't get excited. Don't get excited. There's something to do with the formula, which has something to do with the statue. And the Ice Princess. But I don't know nothing really about that because I have never seen the Ice Princess. I have no idea, but I know they all wanted it really badly. Really badly. And that's why we're running around like crazy. One night, I tell you how nuts it is. Laura had to sleep in a cabin in the taxi.
No wonder I can never find her at home.
Lesley.
Look, you're getting upset. Your daughter's okay. You got a great daughter, okay? Can I tell you that? I love her myself, you know, in my own way. And Luke and I are very close, and Luke is always protecting her. Luke, I tell you, Luke doesn't want a hair in her head to be harmed, and that's a fact. So all I'm doing, I was just sort of hanging around with them to see that they were okay, you know? But whew, I just don't want to get involved.
Slick, I think it's a little bit late for that.
I think you might be involved, Slick.
I know it all sounds... but there was some fun. We had some fun. Tony... I was going to say Cassinine. I don't even know Cassinine either. But Luke and I had fun with the coffin. You should have seen that with that funny mummy case.
Slick, just keep talking, and maybe we'll make some sense of the whole thing.
I said to Luke, I says, what are we, in a Dracula movie? And he bit my neck.
Man, I gotta shove off. I'm just really sorry that I've got to miss Toby.
Yeah, no, you'll be sorry, too. What can I say?
Tell the man that we're not gonna stop. Lee and I are gonna do everything we can to help him out.
Yeah, he knows that, believe me. Although, you know, sometimes I wonder what I'm going to do to pay back everything that Lee's been doing for me.
Well, I don't think Lee's the kind of guy that worries about that.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it bothers me. You know, I used to be the kind of cat who would just, like, say, take what I could get while I could get it. And I just don't feel the same way anymore. I don't know.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why everybody's working so hard to get you out of that place. Bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything that you've done. You people have really been wonderful. Oh, you leaving?
I gotta go back to my office, man.
I don't want to intrude on this conversation, Toby, so I'm just going to say I wish you Godspeed.
Thanks again. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Well, I'm glad I caught you. Guess this is goodbye, huh?
No. Don't you give up on me, because I'm not going to give up on you. Lee and I are going to do everything we can to help you out, man.
Yeah, I hear you. And I really believe in you, Kelly. I wish you'd try to do something for Hutch if you could.
I will. And I'll make sure I keep my mind on you. I gotta go. God bless you, man.
Thanks.
The more I hear, the more confused I get. Why would they let themselves get involved in that kind of intrigue? Why?
Let me take a wild guess, okay?
Okay, fine.
For the usual reason.
What is that?
Money, moolah, scratch. Everybody wants it, don't they? The whole world wants it, don't they? And the Quartermains and the Cassinines are very big in the money market.
Right.
Hey, all Luke wants to do is get a stake for himself, set himself up, that's all.
So he would be able to afford Laura.
And Laura would want to help him do all this, right? Okay, but what about Robert Scorpio? Now, is his motivation to get money?
I tell you, I don't know about him. Strange guy. You know, I told you before, I thought this guy was a heavy. I thought he was a black hat, a definite black hat. All of a sudden, he turned out the man was a beauty.
Mm-hmm.
He helped Laura, he helped Luke, he helped me.
He may have had some money. He's able to afford the penthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something else. I think he's an agent. Hold on. Get ready for this. You know the penthouse I told you about?
Yeah.
They got a radio room in there. You hear me? A radio room like out of a James Bond movie. With the buttons and the knobs and the voices coming over, you know, with the codes, the whole thing. I was there, and that's a fact.
I think we should go to the penthouse. If that room is there, and that was the last place you saw them, I think we should go right
I'd like
there.
to see that radio room.
Come on,
I don't want any more chase. Wait,
and we'll
hey,
drive.
hey, there's no guarantees we're going to get in there yet.
Is everything all right?
Everything's just fine. How are things with you?
Fine. I love my job here. Rose really makes me feel useful.
Good. I'll see you around.
Kelly's Diner.
Heather, this is Sarah.
Sarah, how are you?
Surprised, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm much better.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Sarah. Your voice sounds strong.
Oh, it's strong, all right. In fact, I'm strong enough to leave Forest Hills.